So our friend here, Mr. Dunce likes to talk about women and feminism. So before I say anything, let's hear what he has to say.
Okay, well, hello again. This is a video. I want to take some time to expand upon my CEO, woman workforce.
Come again, please?
Woman workforce. Woman workforce.
Right.
Video. See, do I believe a woman's place is in the home? Yes. Do I believe a woman is best at cooking and cleaning and making babies? Yes.
It's difficult for me to even fathom the fact that I share a similar genetic makeup to this person right here. That he's a human, I'm a human, we're the same species. It's just astounding. But I don't want to sit here and completely make fun of you. And to anyone who's watching this, I know you're probably thinking, easy target, why would you even bother? I guess because it's fun. See, this is what especially pisses me off. When people like TJ, the Amazing Atheist, and the Peach, and women make videos complaining about feminism and say that it's completely obsolete. We don't need feminism in this day and age. It's just a bunch of bitches complaining about how they hate men and they want to have more rights than us. Well, here you go. Here we are in the modern Western world, and we have a guy on the internet who's a perfect example of why feminism is a good thing in today's world. Because sadly, I guarantee you that there is a significant portion of the population out there, men and women, who would agree with what this doofus actually has to say. And I think that for people who are familiar with feminism or would call themselves feminists, myself included, we need to keep trying to educate the public and try to get rid of these old-fashioned notions of gender roles and just downright stupidity, because it ain't gone yet. It's not something that you just find in Iran or Iraq, apparently. We have our own homebred version of misogyny, and here it is.
And let's face it, that's all women are really good for is cooking, cleaning, making babies. And a woman's place is in the home, I'll be honest with you.
You know what's especially funny about all this? By the way, this YouTube user, his name is RavenGaigeSmith3. I'll try to remember to put a link to his channel if you want to go watch his videos. But he has 2 other videos on his channel in which he despairs over the fact that gold diggers are out there. Women who go after men who have a lot of money. Yet at the same time, he has several videos like these where he says that he prefers women didn't work, and they especially shouldn't hold positions of power. They shouldn't be promoted or given raises, and they definitely shouldn't be in the government. They shouldn't be managers or CEOs. So those 2 notions are rather contradictory, though I have a feeling that you don't give a shit, and if I were to lay it out for you as simple as possible, you still wouldn't get it. But you either want women to work and to succeed and get promotions and raises and to be equal as men, so they don't have to rely on men for money, and then some of them won't turn into gold diggers, or you don't want that, but you can't have both at the same time. See, money in today's day and age is equal to security. Back in the days of cavemen and agriculture, I assume that many women went after the man who was capable of catching the most meat and animals so they could be secure and taken care of. In today's world, it's not about the man who catches the biggest piece of mammoth meat. It's about cars and shelter and luxury and all that stuff. So money is security, and women, if we're going to go by those old gender role notions, then yeah, they're going to go after the men who can provide for them. So you want to provide for the woman and let her stay at home and wash your dirty ass underwear, or you want her to go out and make money? Make up your mind, or shut the fuck up. Though personally, I think either way, whether you're telling women that they're no good and they shouldn't be promoted and allowed to hold political powers, or whether you're talking about gold diggers, you're full of shit either way, not like it matters.
But like I said too, I also think that a woman's place is in the home, and that a woman is best suited for cooking and cleaning, and making babies and pleasuring her man. And yeah, that's pretty much about it.
Well, that's enough of this idiot. I suppose if you want some good laughs, go look at his channel, and you can see him rant about why a woman should never be in politics, and especially not the president, because women have PMS. And if a woman has PMS, she might decide to launch a nuclear attack on some other country or something like that. This guy's an idiot. And he's not alone. There are other people out there like him, hopefully not many, but they exist, and here in America, sadly. So until that type of mindset doesn't exist anymore, not even for a single person, I will continue to support feminism and its ends. Another thing that really pisses me off about this is that, I mean, I was raised by my mother from age 11 because my father died of cancer, and if she would have just sat around and made babies and cooked and cleaned, then I would have grown up in poverty. But no, she went out and worked and did everything else a man had to do because there was no man around. And a lot of women do that, and every single woman is completely capable of doing just about anything that any man can do. That's all I can think of. Men generally are a bit bigger physically, but that's about it. There's women bodybuilders and women WNBA players and women in the Olympics. Whatever you can think of that a man can do, a woman can do it just as good. And this is something that, I shouldn't have to tell you this. What can you do that a woman cannot do? And I hate people reciting that they're old-fashioned. Old-fashioned as if you imagine that that's all women did throughout all of history, was sit around and make babies. No, there were plenty of women historical heroes and women who did great things. We don't hear as much about it because our culture is still riddled with patriarchal thinking and Christian fundamentalism. But if you look at the religion of the ancient Druidic and Celtic peoples or Germanic peoples, or the Native Americans, where only women were allowed to vote and decide when they would have a baby and how many. Or you can study the ancient matriarchal traditions of ancient Crete or Africa. And in all those societies, oddly enough, there was a lot more peace, and society was a lot more democratic as opposed to the type of societies we have now, which are run according to the virtues of man, domination, patriarchy, and stepping all over everyone who gets in your way to get what you want. One great big dick waving contest, essentially, and you feel that you need to participate in that contest by showing your manliness because you think a woman should be in the home. You're an idiot. I don't even need to point that out. But yeah, if anything, to people like the Peach and the Amazing Atheist who make these videos saying feminism is stupid, keep in mind, you're giving fuel to people like this. You're giving them credibility, whether you want to or not. That's just the way it is. And I'm not saying you have to pick a side. I'm just saying people like this man still exist. And until they don't anymore, until we all overcome these old-fashioned gender notions and this bullshit sexism, I will happily continue to side with the feminists. And very proudly so. Okay, that's about it. Peace.